Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about building a farm on your property. The halving has passed. BTC is at 7,000 as of this video. We're going to be talking about how we build a farm on your property, how the process goes, and how you can utilize your existing agricultural, commercial, industrial, heavy industrial, whatever property you have, how you can use that property to build a farm such as this one here. This farm is a 2.2 megawatt farm, so it's not big, but it's not really that small. It's, I would say, medium size in terms of, one client holding the farm. A lot of the farms out there are like 5, 10, 20 megawatts. They do have a lot of venture capital, a lot of joint ventures and all that builds those farms. But if you wanted to build like a personal one, you wanted to have like 5 megawatts, 10 megawatts, maybe you want to go something bigger, 50 megawatts. We can help you do that here at cryptollc.org. So if you think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Go to our site, cryptollc.org. If you're looking to build a farm, buy asics. You want to host with us, we do have a little bit of power here available for hosting. You can host with us at cryptollc.org. Before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right. So again, talking about building that farm. So this is how the process works. So I'll give you like a little bullet points on it. So the process works like this. Let's say you have an agricultural piece of property out there somewhere, and maybe you're doing grazing, maybe you're doing some planting. You have like a potato farm or corn or something like that. How the process works is we would get in touch with you. We would talk about finding a farm, building a farm. You show us maybe the properties you own, and maybe the properties you have in mind that you want to look into. We would then start the process of research on that property, seeing how much capacity does it have. Maybe it has a couple megawatts, maybe it has 5, 10, 20 megawatts. Talk about the electric rates, talk about any DRR events, any riders, any of those special details a lot of power companies have. We talk through all that. We try to get a PPA with the power company signed, meaning that they would guarantee a certain rate for that property. Also work with the county that they would have no issue with a farm being built there, a Bitcoin farm. Talk with the county. Once all of that is good to go, we have all of the permissions required to build the farm, then that's when we would get started on the farm, building it for you. We'd also take care of it. So we start from the very beginning of, gravel, containers, a transformer, like this 2.2 megawatt transformer here, transformer, all of that stuff. That's the first that we would have installed. Containers, these are custom containers for your guys' farm. We'll most likely go with already pre-built containers. There are great ones out there, great companies like BitBeer, and so on. Obviously, depending on the price, we get you the best pricing for the containers, the best pricing for the transfer, everything from start to finish. On top of that, we'd also get you the best miners. So there's a lot of math that needs to be done in what type of miner do you get. Also depends on what your electricity rate is, what the price of the miner is. You want to ROI on those miners as soon as possible. So you got to keep that ROI down, meaning that depending on the price of your KWH, price of Bitcoin, the price of the miners, we can run that math for you and say, okay, we recommend an S19K, or we recommend S21, or we recommend an S19J Pro in low power mode, or we recommend maybe this other miner, whatever it is, because some miners, they might not have the best efficiency, but if they're cheap, if they're really, really, really cheap, and you can ROI on them in 3 months, then they are a great way to go, right? If you're going to get your money back in 3 months on the miners, that's a great way to go. So we would recommend that. Obviously, all of this depends on your KWH, what your KWH is in the area. So first thing we do, again, is we got to find out where your farm or your potential farm is going to be located, what the rates are in that area, have a PPA signed, have the county agree to allow the farm to be built there. Once we have all of that and we have it all good to go, we have the PPA signed, we have that great rate, then we can start running numbers in terms of what do you want to go with? S19J Pro, S19K, S21, S19XP. Maybe you want to go for Watts Miner. Whatever it is, we would consult you and help you make the correct decision. On top of all of that, we also help you manage them. So we run custom firmware on all these miners to get you this really great efficiency. Make the firmware takes care of any errors or issues that the hash board might have running like stock firmware. The custom firmware is a lot better than stock, and there's two custom firmwares that we use at our facilities. That's going to be Brains. So you can go to brains.com and take a look. It's got two I's in the spelling. Or Vinish, which is another great firmware. And whichever of them is better than the other, that's the one we use. And they change all the time, so you can run one firmware for 6 months and then you can switch to a different one because you got better performance out of it. But that's what we run at our facility here, and that's what we recommend you run as well. So all of that is included with taking care of your farm, building your farm, taking care of your farm, running everything for you. All of that is included, so you don't have to worry about that we just built the farm and then we left. You don't have to worry about that. We build a farm and we take care of it. We run the farm, you know, year after year, making sure that you get the best profits out of your investment. Also, if you wanted to host with us, we have a little bit of hosting available. So here's one of the scenarios we tell some of our clients here is that, hey, you want to build a farm, that's great. How about you host with us until your farm is ready? So that's what some of our clients are doing here is they're hosting with us until their farm is ready. Now their farm could be ready in 6 months, or maybe it could be ready in 8 months. Who knows how long it would take? You don't really know for sure. But what we do is we sign a special contract saying that you host with us, let's say 100 miners, and you can start mining and start making money and get a good feel for it. And at the same time, you start building out your farm. And then as soon as your farm is complete, that's when the contract is over, right? Your farm is complete. It's ready to be power on your own miners. That's when we take the miners from these 3 containers, wherever your miner is, maybe in container 1, 2, or 3. We take your miners and just ship them to your new farm. So if your new farm is in Illinois or Texas, or maybe it's in Louisiana, Kentucky, or Georgia, or any of those states, maybe it's in Washington, maybe it's in the same actual county that we are in, wherever it is, we will ship those miners to your new location and power them on, and then you start mining at your new, better rates. As your farm has been built, as you invested all of that money, obviously you're going to be paying a lot less than 7.5. 7.5 is what you pay if you want to not invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into infrastructure and you just want to start mining. You pay the 7.5, but if you invested, $500, $1 million in infrastructure, your rate could be, around 4, 5, 6 cents, around there, rather than 7.5. Big difference there. So as soon as your farm is done, we just ship them over there. Bam, you're good to go. And now you're mining at your new 6 cent rate, which is really, really great. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. Hope you guys like it. You know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to cryptollc.org if you're looking to buy ASICs. You can also buy them from us. We have great prices. We have great contacts with the industry, so we get great miners. So if you want to buy from us, you can do that without hosting, without building a farm, nothing like that. You just want to buy 100 units. Sure, we can do that. No problem there. But if you want to host with us, we have some availability here, maybe 50 to 100 miners that's left. That's because some of our client here switched to low power mode, so we have a little bit of power left over. Other than that, the farm is full. But you can do that, or if you want to build a farm, go to cryptollc.org. That's going to be it for this one. Until next time, goodbye.